going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna take the final look at this place. You know, a lot of struggles, a lot of memories up here in the past year and a half. And now, after just shoveling snow that then rained on, it was extremely heavy. This is how I'm gonna finish the rest of my Sunday, scrubbing and cleaning. And there's a few little touch-ups, like some of the copper sulfate got on the wall there, so I tried washing it off. It's not coming off. Gonna have to paint it. Bathroom needs to be cleaned. I unplugged the fridge to let it thaw, because it's always good to do that once in a while. Just unplug it for a few days, let it thaw out, clean it, and then plug it back in. I just got minor touch-ups. I'm gonna leave the TV bracket for them. A couple touch-ups there, and then a couple of big ones in here. Yeah, the shelf just ripped the wall right off, so a little bit of mudding. Shampooed most of the rugs up here already. Oh God, it's a mess. Between Duke and which I'm glad he's chomping at the bit to come up and help me. Keep playing them video games, you know, but we better get to scrubbing. Well guys, no sooner did I fix, these cast iron pipes here. I'm running the hot water and I'm like, God, it's hot. Like, it's abnormally hot. It was like 160 degrees. So I came down here, and this water heater was labeled for that apartment. So I thought this one was for, my new apartment. So I had, you can see there's a cap here now. I just put a shark bite cap on real quick so I could turn their tank off and turn it back on and not have to give them notice. But the PEX line for my washing machine was hooked up to the wrong tank this whole time. So I came down here and cut in a new T here and connected the PEX line to the proper water heater. So I was turning the hot water down on this tank, and I'm like, how come the hot water is not getting cooler? It's just like day after day, I was like, it's still the same temperature. Then I figured it out. I came down here and traced the lines. They weren't labeled correctly, so now I labeled both the tanks. Now I know where they go. All right, now we're gonna work on this dark and dingy basement. We've got all these head knockers that I've snapped many of these bulbs off with my head. There's no light right here, and there was no light right here for a while, but I repurposed one of the lamps that I had from the one bedroom, but I'm gonna change that to something else. And yeah, I'm tired of this crap. The pull chain, I have to feel my way in the room in the dark, find the chain and pull it. I want a light switch. And then I want to make this the landlord stockpile room. Well, check this out, guys. The tenants that were just here in this apartment, the ones that were not smoking, they were not smoking. Oh God, no, they weren't smoking in this apartment. They weren't doing drugs either. That's what they kept telling me. Oh, but we threw the rent in the trash by accident. I'm like, right. Well, I just dropped a piece of drywall here to do this electric job. And I found a little present neatly tucked up onto the drywall, wrapped in a plastic bag. Was this little pink safe. And what is inside? Yep, needles and spoons and all that good stuff. So, looks like they're full of shit after all. I knew it. You know, since I bought this place, I found a dildo over there. A big freaking dildo in there. Over on the 3-bedroom side, I found a crack pipe hanging on a nail. I found a big, huge bong mask over there, a weed smoking bong mask. And now I've found a safe full of syringes. And, you know, I feel for the people, because I've been there too, man. I've been there, and I get it. But they have kids. They have kids, you know what I mean? And, yeah, it just sucks to see. It is what it is, you know? But I don't want to be around that. I don't want that in my building. We're cleaning house here. Alright, well, now that that's out of the way, you can see my wires are old and crispy. And I do plan on eventually, as I remodel, you know, pulling one wire out at a time and replacing it as I go room by room. You know what I mean? But for now, you know, this junction box seems like it powers lights in the bathroom and the bedroom, which is, you know, there's different switches for those upstairs. And then the basement pulled power off of this box, and then this wire goes up to the switch and then back down. So we're gonna add more wires into this box and then put a few more lights in this part of the basement off of the switch at the top of the stairs. Alright, well, I haven't found too much mouse poop until I got over here. I found the mother lode. And this is why I wanted to drop the ceiling. I found some holes up in here. So I'm just gonna fill everything and move right along. Ah, yes. Would you look at that? It is blown to smithereens. This one's good, and this one's good, but this one is gone. So all this needs to be ripped off, and we're gonna bolt in a sister from beam to beam. Bolt that up, try to straighten it out, put some joist hangers. Then we can delete these support columns, and eventually I'd like to push back up on the house where these two cement posts are. I mean, these cement posts don't look bad. These could probably stay, but I'd like to push up on the house and maybe throw some shims in there, because it seems like the house kind of sunk in the middle. So I may not even need lollies, you know what I mean? These look really good. Duke, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be sleeping. Go find the mice. It's no time for sleep. Well, I tell you what, guys, it's been one of those months. Really bad months. Super stressed out, you know? But the basement's looking nice. You know, we got some lights. Scored some more doors from a very, very rich area. 4-panel, 30 by 80, same size as what I have in this apartment. This middle one is, it weighs a metric ton. I don't know what that door is made out of, but it's heavy. So that'll definitely be used for an exterior door. You know, it's sad to see the previous owner would just throw up a temporary support column. It looks like it's bending, and then just drywall over it. But you know, I will address that. You know, I got most of the stuff kind of clipped up. Still got to go through some of the pipes. We've got a light switch now. Look at that. I didn't change that light yet. Nice little spot for the hose key, so people can come get it. Nice and organized. You know, we got some plumbing bins, electrical bins. Eventually, I want to cut this stone back, and you can see all this stone for the foundation here. It's not supporting anything. So there's nothing, nothing stopping me from just cutting these stones and mortaring and shoring this up and then opening some of this. You know what I mean? If we could open some of that that's not supporting anything and then remortar all of this, I could build a rack in here and slide like lengths of pipe and wood and stuff like that in this crawl space. Obviously, I'm going to go in there first and check everywhere for mice, seal everything off, do mortar if I have to do mortar, spread plastic, build a rack so I can, slide stuff in there. Still got to get around to the copper stuff. I've been, building up a stockpile again. The copper setup is sitting idle, unfortunately. I just don't have the time right now, but it seems like the weather maybe just started to change a little bit. So as soon as it warms up, we're gonna get back at it and fire this thing back up. But yeah, anyways guys, it's been a long month. I've been stressed out, floating the 2 apartments, 3 electric bills, 2 gas bills, just everything, man. It came to a point, and it was a couple nights ago, I fucking snapped. I snapped. And I was like, fuck! I was screaming. And I think all the neighbors could hear me. I know the tenants did. It was just like everything building up, you know what I mean? Freaking people, between the tenants screwing me on the way out the door, just lying straight to your face, you know what I mean? And still won't admit it to this day. It's like I can send him all the pictures of all the evidence he left behind, but I'm the crazy one, And then, I have my buddy here, which, dude, I would have died for the opportunity that he's got. Because I've been in his shoes before, and you know what I mean? I was there I owned nothing, I had nothing, I had no license, I had nothing. But I had to dig my own way out. I'm pretty much laying down in his lap in a fucking express pass to get it done super fast. But it's like bitch, whine, and complain and moan and oh, I'm not gonna go to work today. I just, I don't know. He's not sick, just depressed, And I told him I've got side work. You can help me and work rent off. You should be able to work all of your rent off every single month between the side work and helping me. You should be able to work all of it off. And then all of your paychecks are yours. You'll be able to go do whatever you need to do to get your license back and then get your life back together, It's like, I don't want to work Saturdays. I don't want that kind of side work. I don't want to work for that lady. And it's like, well, you know what I mean? I had a job lined up. All I gotta do is just get in the truck and ride to work with me. So a job, a ride to and from, side work, and you can work, rent off. And you can get, it's basically an express pass. All you have to do is just suck it up. Things are gonna be boring for a while, and just do what you need to do, you know what I mean? But it's like, oh man, I don't want to work Saturday, and it's like, well, how are you gonna get ahead if you don't work Saturday? I just want to work my own schedule. I want to work when I want to work. And it's like, welcome to the fucking club, dude. You and everyone else on this planet wants that. But it's just not, oh shit, yeah, you have a point there. And he's complaining that the room is too small down there. I need more space. And it's like, well, dude, I asked you, what do you have? You said nothing. And then you come here and you buy a queen size bed and a 55-inch TV, which pretty much fills up that whole room. It's like you could have started off with a twin size bed. You could have got a cheap twin size bed, put it in there, you know, got a small TV, whatever, to get you started, and an Xbox, and work. And then once you have, you know, more space, then get bigger stuff. But I don't know. You know, I don't know if he's gonna be around too much longer, because, you know, one, I don't think, I just don't want to be around misery all day, every day, because it actually rubs off on you. You know what I mean? And like, we were both living up here. This mess with both of ours, did he come up and help clean? No. You know, did he offer to come downstairs and help me paint and clean the new place? No. I would have given him rent off to come down and help me paint, but, you know, it's too tired, you know, yeah, I don't know. But it was just like everything. You know, I was down there scrubbing, painting, trying to like move everything down. Just got screwed by a tenant. Then I have like him to deal with sometimes. And then Duke goes down in the basement and kills all the mice. Duke eliminated the mice in the basement quick. He keeps coming up, you know, up out of the basement empty-handed. And it's cold outside, so he's bored. And he doesn't like the cold. So what does Duke do? He waits until I fall asleep. He jets outside real quick, grabs a mouse, and it takes him no time. He just, and he's back in the door. He can zip out and catch a bird or a mouse in minutes, and he's back in. He brought a mouse into the house, runs into the kitchen, and then releases it as his little play toy, so that he could chase the mouse around the kitchen. And I was just falling asleep, and I hear this Duke slamming, crashing, banging, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing? I see this mouse. I go and pull the fridge out downstairs because the mouse went under the fridge. And then this bottle of olive oil in this glass jar comes. And now there's glass and olive oil all over the kitchen floor, and I was like, I just popped, you know? And Duke was like, oh, fuck, I'm out of here. He did the whole soldier crawl where he like ducks down and he's like crawling on the floor. He zipped under my bed, and I didn't see him until about 1 o'clock in the morning. When game was on again, man, he was chasing that mouse around my bedroom. I can hear things smashing and crashing and banging, and the heat registers coming off the baseboards. He cornered the mouse in like the corner of the house behind the heat register, and I took one of his toys and went squished the mouse's head, flung him out the window. And then the night after that, he catches a bird, brings it, and I grabbed him with the bird, brought him out, and he growls. I mean, he growls at you like a freaking dog. He's growling at me. I opened his mouth and took the bird out of his mouth and threw it out the front door, and it flew away. Oh, but yeah, it's been a rough month, but we're in good shape right now. Just started my taxes finally, and the meth house is about to be rented. Tenants are moving in this weekend. It's crazy, man. Like a year and a half ago, this was a literal meth house, and now it's an asset. It's an asset on my balance sheet, because I'll never have a problem renting out this apartment. This apartment is beautiful. It is clean. It is nice. Everything has been updated, except for the cast iron drain on the toilet, which I'm gonna do from downstairs. But everything is like pristine, clean. Every crack and crevice, man, everything is new. Everything functions. We've got code, code lock, so I don't have to give keys. Everything's LED. Smoke detectors are all lithium ion, so they last for 10 years. Carbon monoxide. That's AA batteries, but whatever. Everything's been shampooed. I touched up all the walls. So I'm doing this kind of as a documentation as well, you know what I mean? We're checking every room so the new tenants have no freaking excuses. I told them if you're gonna put blinds up, screw it to the window trim. Use 3M strips on the walls at all costs. If you have to put a screw in the wall, just let me know. If you have to, you have to. But if we can get away with not putting holes in the walls, let's try to do that. Screw into the window trim all you like. Closet. I kind of wish I painted this, but I didn't really do anything in the closet. You can kind of still see the original horsehair here. It's cracking a little bit, but it's not that bad, and it's a closet. So yeah, we'll let that go. I'm hoping that, you know, what I did up here will last me like 10 years at least. But you can see all the door jambs. There's no chips, there's no peeling. I left the TV bracket so they don't have to, again, put holes in the walls. So yeah, this is definitely a nice asset to have. But it hasn't come easy, you know what I mean? That is the thing. The last year and a half was, and it's all on the YouTube channel, every piece of it. From me buying this place to it being a complete shithole to the way you see it right now. Every drop of paint, every floorboard, every carpet, every tile, every grout line, every faucet, every fixture, everything that you see was done with these two hands. Both of them. Piece by piece by piece. Yeah, but it's done. It's ready. Tenants will be moving in this weekend. And then we get to start this whole project all over again. Except we're going much deeper downstairs. Downstairs needs a lot more than up here. So it should be fun. I'm gonna go finish my taxes, and then we're gonna get back after it. We're gonna start diving in downstairs, so you don't wanna miss it. Make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up. See you later.